Hey friends, if you are looking for the most affordable homes in the entire greater Phoenix area, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be showing you those today. These are new homes priced in the 200s. Can you believe it? Not only that, but they're offering exceptional rate incentives right now. You can get these homes for 3.99% on a 30-year fixed loan. That's going to be hard to beat. Now, is there a catch? Yes, there is. 4 of the model homes do not have garages, and then the other 2 that we are going to show do have garages. These are all smaller homes, great for investment homes, great as for a first-time home buyer or maybe a snowbird situation. And each floor plan really is quite unique, so I think you're going to have fun looking at these with me. Here's one of the streets that goes into this neighborhood, this phase that they are currently building in. As I turn this camera around, you can see across the street dirt and fields. They are going to continue to build, so this is going to be a major project that keeps on going on for quite a while. You also get some mountain views a little bit on this side. I'm sure as they keep building, some of those views are going to go away, but on this side as well. This home right behind me is the Wish floor plan. This one is 1,078 square feet. You do get 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in this home. These are priced right at about $255. That's the out the door price. You can see there is no garage. You have this space on the side of the house where you can park your car. Let's go inside and see what you think about this floor plan. One thing that came to mind when looking at a home like this where you don't have the garage is, firstly, it would be great for a snowbird who is only here for the nice months of the year anyway, so you don't have your car parked out there baking in the sun, but also as a potential investment. Meaning you could use this as a rental home, just as an extra source of passive income, or you could live in it temporarily. Maybe this is the house that you can afford for now, but you don't want it to be your long-term home. You could start off living in this one, and then when you're able to buy something larger, you could rent this out as an investment property. And guess what? That's something my husband does. We provide rental management at an extremely affordable price for our clients. Now this is a smaller kitchen, a bit tighter. You do get a pantry right here. As you can see. And if you didn't catch it, you have this closet behind the living space right there. And you also have this extra coat closet. Now, if you are thinking about getting a home like this as an investment property, we go through the whole process with you. We're gonna list your rental, do the screening process, the background checks, write up the lease, handle any maintenance issues for you, collect rent, disperse it. It is an easy process when you are using us for property management. You got your shower and tub combo right there. A little space in the hallway for some shelving. And here's where you have your 3 bedrooms at the end of this hallway. This one they have set up as a den. And this is really cute. You know, it's not a bad size bedroom back here. And then it was a great idea for them to put a door in this primary bedroom leading out to the backyard. It just gives you the feeling like you have a little extra space here, and you could create your own outdoor oasis right outside of your bedroom. The closet has kind of this little corner behind the door. And then this space as well. They put a dresser in here, I guess, just to demonstrate that you know, you could do that. In the actual bedroom, there is just space for the tables on the side of the bed, really, but not a lot of extra space if you wanted to put a dresser in here. You have your bathroom back here. really, you could do something very small against this wall, a very small or very narrow piece of furniture. Coming outside this door, I thought this was a great idea. What do you want to create outside of your primary bedroom? You could really make this a good space. Maybe put a hot tub out here. Maybe just an area, to have some coffee or sit out here with your significant other and enjoy the evening. A little bit of a side yard over here with that gate at the end. In this collection where you don't have the garage on the home, the HOA is actually higher at $150, but that is because they are going to do all of the front yard maintenance for you. So another reason why it's a good investment property, or if you're just starting out and you don't have time to do your landscaping, you don't have to worry about that. That front yard is going to be looking great throughout the entire neighborhood all the time. I'm guessing that because you're watching this particular video, you might be a very price-conscious buyer, someone who really likes to get a great deal. Well, you definitely need to reach out to me because I feel like that's one of my passions. That's what I'm great at, is finding you the best deal. A lot of people will go into these new construction offices by themselves without a realtor. Big mistake. What I'm going to do for you is help you find a location that is best suited for your needs, and also find the builders that are offering the best rate incentives. There is so much new construction going on around the Phoenix area. It's almost impossible to keep up with what all of your choices are. So make sure you do not make that mistake. Reach out to me. I am not too busy and would love to help you. Behind me here is the Hope floor plan, and this one really gives you some separate spaces, which I kind of like. This one right here is going to be 1,109 square feet. You get 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and right now they do not have any of these available, but they are probably around 240-ish is what I'm guessing. Let's go inside. I think if you have kids, this one really will make them feel like they have kind of their own space. And this is a cute front porch right here, a covered front porch that is a decent size. Coming in the front door here, you will see what I mean. You have a living room and you can't even see the kitchen from the entrance. So back here, it's a little bit more quiet than maybe in the other floor plans. And the 2 bedrooms are up here. So you can imagine, your kids have their own space up here. If they want to watch a show, if they want to play their video games, they can do that right here. You can see the front door right there. You have a little bit of an entryway. And over here you have your nice bathroom. And then I was surprised, this one actually has a bedroom with a walk-in closet over here. And again, the accent wall is cute. You can just do simple things to kind of make the home just feel a little bit more comfortable and homey. This other bedroom, a very similar size, but this one doesn't have the walk-in closet. It just has the standard closet with the sliding doors. And then you have your washer and dryer over here. So you do get the stackable washer and dryer, and then your water heater is also over there. And let's go check out the kitchen. So again, just feels like you get a little bit more privacy, a little bit more separation between the living room and the kitchen. And most people like the open concept living. However, in a small house, I think there's benefits to having a little bit of separation between the rooms, just because you don't find that personal space in other parts of the house. And right here is the primary bedroom. The problem that I see with this floor plan is the closet space. But I have some ideas, ways you can get creative. Now, here's something that's different. they have a door leading from the bedroom to the bathroom. That almost never happens in a new construction home. Not in Arizona anyway, and my clients are always like, why do they not put doors? And I say, no one knows, it's a mystery. So that's a good thing to see. Have your shower over here. And then you have this closet right here. As you can see, there's no door leading to the closet, which I'm not crazy about. But you know, you could potentially remedy that. So it goes this way, and then it also kind of goes around the corner a little bit over here. Now, what I was thinking, where are you going to find extra space to put your clothes if you are here full time? You could do a narrow, IKEA makes some narrow dressers that could possibly fit there. You could do a creative corner storage thing right there. But what I was thinking is maybe on either side of the bed, you do a, you know, like a ceiling to floor shelving system of some sort. Get creative and have some storage that way. There are not a lot of builders who will offer a backyard landscaping package. This builder is one of those few builders who will let you do that. So that's a problem for some people who are moving into new construction homes. They have to have cash that they're going to be spending on the backyard because usually it's a dirt lot. But here you could potentially just have all of that done for you and wrapped into your mortgage payment. Let's talk about that homeowners association fee that you're going to be paying every month. So if you are living in the cottage collection, that is the collection that has the attached garages, that's going to be $110 a month. If you are living in the Dreams collection, that's actually the homes that don't have the garage, you're actually going to be paying a little bit more at $150. That's because they do all of the front yard maintenance. So the entire community is taken care of. You never have to pull weeds in the front yard. You never have to mow grass. You don't have to plant or water anything. It's all taken care of for you, and the neighborhood's going to be looking pretty. This is the one little playground that they have done right now, but they are going to have a ton of amenities that are still being built. You also have this little ramada over here, but eventually they're going to have a swimming pool. They're going to have pickleball, corn hole, a dog park, a huge grassy area. They're going to have ramadas, I believe a sports court. So you're going to be getting a lot for your money here in terms of amenities. And to emphasize the newness of this community, I had to drive down a road that is not even completed yet. It's kind of gravelly. You can see all of the dirt over here and a bunch of hay bales back behind this playground over here in a nice big green field. Not sure how long all of this agriculture is going to last out here. So much building going on. This is the Bliss floor plan. This is the largest of the homes that don't have the garage attached. You're getting 1,210 square feet, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. This is my favorite floor plan of their no garage floor plans. And right now, they have some of these available priced right around $275. I would say that this floor plan feels the most normal of the floor plans of these, smaller homes that don't have the garage. Let me see if you agree. So you have this open concept that I see. It's popular in a lot of new construction homes where you have your living room, and then you have your kitchen table, and then you have your kitchen actually right down here on the end. And I do love these cabinets. The wood tone is very popular right now. That's your door to get out to the side of the house. The primary bedroom in this home, it's bigger, which is nice. Over here, you do have another closet. Actually, this is a pantry really, since it is right next to the kitchen, as you can see. And it's also kind of nice that this bedroom is far away from the living room where, you know, someone might be up watching TV, the kids might be up. You have a little extra space on the sides of this bed compared to some of the other options, and you also have a lot more space over here. So can very comfortably put a dresser there. You also have more of a true walk-in closet. And you know, you could add more shelving or rods in here. And then let's look at the bathroom. Again, a door going to the bathroom. So novel for Arizona new construction homes. Beautiful cabinets. And they put in the same shower. And we will take a look at the bedrooms and bathrooms right there in a second. But I wanted to show you, I did think it was a little bit different that the washer and dryer are right here in the front of the house, and then you have the water heater there in that same closet. You have your coat closet, of course. And the floor plan here is just a little bit more what I see just in your typical single family home that I am usually showing, where you have the 2 bedrooms separated by a full bathroom. This is cute wallpaper, isn't it? Woodlandy. And they have it set up like a nursery. So if you are a first-time home buyer, you're starting a family, this might be a good starting place. You have a linen closet, your full bathroom, and then you have the shower and tub across from the vanity. And then this bedroom in the front of the house for the basketball fan. Let's put up a map so you can see exactly where we are today. We are in the city of Maricopa, a really unique suburb of Phoenix because it's the one place that really has a little bit of a permanent separation between the 2 locations, and that is because of the Gila River Indian Reservation. It's about a 25-minute drive from the edge of Maricopa into Phoenix, and it's all, you know, desert landscape that you're seeing on that drive. Unfortunately, it's the one way in and out of Maricopa, so if you are a commuter and you're traveling into Phoenix during rush hour, it can get very backed up. Now, they do have plans right now to widen that freeway, which may help with some of that traffic. But it's one of the reasons why homes are so affordable in this area. Now, Maricopa has been growing like crazy. I think it's a population around 80,000, getting new stores and restaurants all the time. So it's kind of fun to have that small town feel. And at the same time, you have all of the amenities that you really need right here, a hospital, you know, schools, shopping and restaurant choices right now. Even to get to Costco, if you want to drive from here to the one in Tempe, probably about a 30 to 40 minute drive. This home right here is the Aspire floor plan. This one is 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, but the nice thing is that the master bedroom has a little bit larger closet than some of the other floor plans. You're going to get 814 square feet. And right now they have some of these for sale priced right at around $236,000. I just don't think you're going to find any new construction home in the greater Phoenix area priced like this one. And you can get it at a rate of 3.99, 30-year fixed. That is a steal. I am telling my buyers, now's the time to buy. It is a buyer's market in the Phoenix area, and I am not anticipating that we are going to see these kind of deals and these kind of rate incentives for more than a few months. That's my prediction. All right, you have this cute kitchen over here. White cabinets, of course, they make, you know, this floor plan with other cabinet choices too if you like a darker cabinet. You have your pantry over here. And it's nice that you have that little door to go out to the side from here. I'm going to come back to this map here of the amenities and talk about that in a minute. I'm really actually impressed by how many amenities they're going to have in this community. So right now they have the water heater there, and then your stackable washer and dryer will go right over here. Your full bathroom, very pretty, nice and clean. And then you have 2 bedrooms. And I do like the fact that the primary bedroom has a little bit bigger closet than we've been seeing in some of the other ones. You also have this space right here. All right, coming into the primary bedroom, you can see just enough room there for your bed and a couple of tables on the side. But you do have a walk-in closet that is not huge. You know, these are small homes, but this is just a little bit more typical. You can truly walk in, come around here. You could definitely fit a dresser on this wall, or, you know, some hooks to hang things up, however you want to do it. And coming over here, you have your bathroom. Pretty much the bathrooms are all the same. And you could, against this wall, if you wanted to put a small dresser or a tall, narrow dresser, that would work. Let's go out this side door. So instead of a sliding door, it's just more of a typical door. So this is where you'll come out, and basically, you know, you can park on the side of your house and go right inside that side door. And then here's your gate to get into the backyard. And when you come in through this gate, you have a little bit of a side yard. They did just the rock, the desert landscaping, extremely low maintenance, not super functional. And this house does not have a patio door coming out to the backyard other than going through this gate, which is kind of different. Okay, so they are still building the amenities, so they have this amenity map, and what you're going to get is a lot in the amenities. They are going to put pickleball courts over here, play structure, shade, ramadas. This is going to be a dog park down here. You can see there's a swimming pool right over here. They're going to have corn hole over here. You can see a parking lot. This is just going to be a big grassy area on this side. So you may not have a big yard, but you're going to have lots of great amenities that you can make use of. So this can be really low maintenance living, which again, it's great for snowbirds. It's great for people who don't want to be spending time taking care of their yard. But the fact that you have all of the amenities that they are going to be building here, it's awesome, because you will have that space where you can get out, you can go swimming, the kids can play at the playground, you can play pickleball, all sorts of things, but you don't have to spend the time taking care of it. And with these homes that have just the no garage homes, all the front landscaping is going to be taken care of you. So the whole neighborhood is going to be looking clean and crisp. The HOA is going to make sure all of that's done, and that is just less work on your plate. Right behind me here is the lilac floor plan, and this one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. This is the sales office, so that will become your 2-car garage. You get 1,232 square feet with this floor plan, and this is actually one of their more expensive models, coming in right at about $299. So right under that $300K mark. They are very smart with how they use their square footage. Let's go inside and take a look at this one. So this would make for a great starter home. Maybe you're someone who just comes here part of the year. If you're a snowbird, you know, you just come here for the nice weather months. This might be a great opportunity. All right, I really like this floor plan and what they do with the square footage. So coming in, you have your dining area right here, and a little bit of a space in this corner. I could see adding a hutch there. Turning the camera around, you can see there's the front door, right next to the door that comes in from your 2-car garage. You get this little coat closet right here. Put all of your cleaning supplies and your jackets. And then this is interesting, the washer and dryer. It's right around the corner here. It's a stackable. So again, you're saving a little bit of space there. But you still have a little bit of room here if you want to put some hooks or cubbies so you can have a space to drop off your bag, hang up your hats. I think it is smart how they put the kitchen right here. It's nice and long and open, but it just creates this division of space. And this is still open enough that you're not going to be running into each other. There's room in here. You have a little bit of bar seating on this side. On the other side, you do not have that bar seating, but that would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Potentially you could put bar seating there if you wanted to redo your countertops and add even a little extra space for people. This is a cozy little living room over here, but you can see you can fit a sectional in here. And then right here, I thought this was kind of cool too. So you have 2 closets, almost identical. One is a little bit thinner than the other. So this one could be more of a linen closet for your master bathroom, or you could just use it as extra space as a pantry. And then this one here right next to the refrigerator is meant to be more of the pantry closet. They put Frigidaire appliances in here. And you can see some nice can lighting throughout. Windows that bring in, I feel like, a nice amount of light. And here is your primary bedroom. So again, it's not huge, but I feel like with the amount of square footage with this house, they did a good job. One thing I would probably change is the shower. You get a single sink, but you then have, a little bit of space on the counter. And I would probably just put in some sliding doors. With this kind of shower, they have it set up with the shower curtain, but not a huge project to put in some shower doors. And then here is your primary closet. Coming out of this bedroom, let's go take a look at the 2 secondary bedrooms. They are nice and split off from the primary bedroom, so it gives you a little bit more privacy and quiet. And you have your full bathroom right in between. So even the 2 bedrooms have, a little bit of space in between them. They have that separation with the bathroom being there. And you're going to have your standard closet with the sliding doors in both of these rooms. And considering, again, the square footage of the house, I wouldn't say these rooms are tiny. As kids' rooms or guest rooms, I'm pretty happy with the size of these. And here's your bathroom right here. A nice subway looking tile, but it's actually, I believe, 4 pieces that they put together for this kind of shower. I've heard they're less likely to have leaks. And you get this nice long shelf in here. So not a bad shower. All right, let's take a look outside so we can get a feel for what this lot size is like. come out here and, you know, just enough space for you to do something with. You could make it super low maintenance and just put in some rock and some pavers. Or you could do, you know, some artificial turf or a little bit of grass, maybe if you have a dog. Driving through the neighborhood, you're going to see a lot of this dirt, lots with these tubes sticking up out of the ground because they are just really starting this phase. But right here, we're coming up on some homes that they are already about done building. This first one is actually a quick move-in home. Sometimes those are called spec homes. They are ready to go and they want to sell those homes. So that's the ones that you're going to get the best incentives on. Right now, you can pretty much get your closing costs covered with most builders. Great rate incentives right now, 3.99% on a 30-year fixed. That is amazing. So no time like the present to buy a house in the Phoenix area. This floor plan right here is the Iris floor plan. This one is 969 square feet with 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. You get a 1-car garage with this home, and right now they have 2 of these floor plans available. Both of them are priced right at $280,000. Let's go inside. At this price point, this really gives buyers options. Maybe you are just not able to afford something larger right now. This is a great way to just get your foot in the door and own your own home. So coming in here, you can see this is all just kind of an open living, eating, kitchen area. You have a bit of seating right here. So, you know, you can have 4 people, as you can see, sit here. So do you need another table right here? Maybe you don't. Maybe you could just forego having a kitchen table and maybe have your living space open up even more. But this is a nice corner for a sectional. And then here in the kitchen, I'm going to show you the pantry closet first. Not bad. These are really pretty wood tone cabinets that they have here, and you can see that they are of the taller variety. So that is nice. You know, you can be doing your cooking and obviously see everything that's going on in your dining and living area. Right here, you are going to find your stackable washer and dryer. And then your 2 bedrooms are down here. Let's look at the primary first. Very pretty. They did a nice accent wall in here. Even with a smaller home, you can do decorative touches that make it feel very homey and comfortable. Coming in here, you have your single sink, your shower, and a closet right over here. Of course, you could add some extra bars to hang your clothes on. You have to get creative when you're working with smaller spaces, and sometimes that can be fun. Consider it a challenge. This is actually a good size secondary room, and the closet is a little bit deeper than is typical. They did something cute right along here, made the ceilings blue. Different. Very cute. Okay, let's just check out the yard. So you have this patio door that really opens to the side of the house. So you can get out here and go through this gate to put out your trash can potentially. And here is the side yard that goes all the way back. See, what I would do is have little planters, raised planters along this wall and actually grow some vegetables. You'd be surprised how much you can grow in Arizona. And they did totally desert landscaping back here. Now, they do have landscaping packages that potentially be included with the purchase of your home. Something like this they can include with the mortgage that you're going to be paying, so that's nice. You would not have an out-of-pocket expense to your yard. And before we move on, I should show you these closets right by the front door, because we all need storage in Arizona. We typically don't use our attics for storage because it can get so hot up there. And then on this side, this one is locked. That is where you'll be coming in from your garage. If you are thinking about moving to the Phoenix area, it is never too soon to start planning ahead. So here is my information. Make sure you reach out, because it is the only way that we are going to connect so that I can help you find your next home right here in sunny Arizona. And I hope to hear from you soon.